Hola amigos, welcome to Everyday Spanish with Stephanie. Today we're diving into a tiny word that packs a huge punch in Spanish. It's the word lo. Now, if you're learning Spanish, you've probably heard this word all over the place, but maybe you're not sure how it's supposed to be used. Don't worry, because by the end of this video, you'll be using lo like a pro in all of your Spanish conversations. Are you ready to unlock the secret to this small but mighty word? Let's get started. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's talk about what lo actually means in English. It translates out to what, the thing that, which, and that which. I know, that's a lot of meanings for such a small little word. But here's the key that you have to remember. You use lo to refer to something that was already mentioned in the conversation. I want you to think of lo kind of like a linguistic superhero. Its superpower is connecting your ideas smoothly and making your sentences sound more natural and fluent. It's like the glue that holds your sentences together. Now, you might be wondering, Stephanie, why can't I just use que for what in my sentences? And that's a great question. While que is used to mean what in sentences, lo has a very special role. It introduces what we call a relative clause, which is just a fancy way of saying it refers back to something already mentioned. It's used when what you're talking about is already well understood within the context of the conversation. Let's look at a quick example. Lo que necesito es descansar. What I need is to rest. See how lo is connecting the need with the action of resting? It's smooth, it's efficient, and it sounds so natural in Spanish. Now that we've gone over the basics, let's explore some scenarios where you can use this magic little word. There are three main contexts where lo really shines, referring to unknown things. First, we would use lo when referring to something specific but unknown to the listener. For example, no entiendo lo que dijo. I don't understand what he said. In this case, lo is referred to something that was said, but we're not sure what it was. It's kind of like a linguistic placeholder for the unknown, referring to concepts and ideas. The second way that we use lo is to refer to a concept or idea. Check out this example. Lo que me preocupa es el examen. What worries me is the exam. Here, lo is referring to the idea that's worrying you, which in this case is the exam. But it's not really pointing back to a singular word as much as it's pointing to the whole idea of the exam and how it worries you, emphasizing importance or relevance. Lastly, we use lo to refer to the importance or relevance of something. Here's an example. Lo que más me gusta de la película es la música. What I like most about the movie is the music. In this sentence, lo is highlighting the specific thing about the movie that you liked, which is the music. It's kind of like using a spotlight to draw attention to that particular aspect. Okay, now let's practice these three contexts with a few more examples. Lo importante es que llegues a tiempo. The important thing is that you arrive on time. No sé lo que pasará mañana. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. Lo mejor de viajar es conocer culturas nuevas. The best thing about traveling is getting to know new cultures. Can you see how lo is working its magic in these example sentences? It's connecting ideas, referring to points, and emphasizing particular aspects, all with one little magic word. All right, amigos, let's take a quick break and check out the Unacademy Languages app. I use this app every day to keep my language skills sharp and I don't want to break my streak. Okay, let's do a quick lesson on adjectives. The app says bonita or bonita means beautiful in Spanish. Great, let's try a sentence. El vestido negro es bonito. The black dress is beautiful. Okay, the app is also reminding me that I need to use bonitos for masculine plural and bonitas for feminine plural. So it would be los vestidos son bonitos. Okay, here's a tricky one. Mi abuelo tiene un par de botas feas. Feas must mean ugly, so it translates to my grandpa has a pair of ugly boots. Okay, that was a great review. The Unacademy app makes it so easy to keep learning a language, even when you're short on time. Now let's get back to our lesson on lo. Now that we've explored some examples of when to use lo, let's answer a really common question. Why use lo instead of que when they both mean what? This is where things get really interesting. Que on its own is a relative pronoun that can mean that, which, or who. But lo, it's special. It refers to a specific content or an idea in its entirety, not just one noun. Let's compare some examples to really see this difference. El libro que leí es interesante. The book I read is interesting. Lo que leí es interesante. What I read is interesting. In the first sentence, que is just connecting to libro with the fact that you read it. But in the second sentence, lo que is referring to all that you read, whether it was an article, a book, or multiple things. Here's another example to consider. La película que vimos anoche fue divertida. The movie we watched last night was fun. Lo que vimos anoche fue divertida. What we watched last night was fun. See the difference? The first sentence is specifically referring to the movie, but the second sentence could be referring to a movie, a play, or maybe even a funny incident that you saw last night. Lo keeps it broad and conceptual. Now that we've got this theory down, let's practice with a few more sentences. I'll give you a sentence and then we'll break down how lo is working its magic. No puedo creer lo que pasó ayer. I can't believe what happened yesterday. In this sentence, lo is referring to an entire situation or event that happened yesterday. It's not just one thing, it's the whole concept of what happened. Lo que más me gusta de mi trabajo es el horario. What I like most about my job is the schedule. Here, lo is introducing the idea of the thing that you like most, which happens to be the schedule. It's emphasizing the particular aspect of your job. Haz lo que creas correcto. Do what you think is right. Lo is referring to whatever action the person believes is right. It's a broad concept, not a specific action. Lo bueno es que ya hemos terminado el proyecto. The good thing is that we have already finished the project. Here, lo is emphasizing the positive aspect of the situation, the completion of the project. No entiendo lo de la nueva política de la empresa. I don't understand the thing about the company's new policy. In this example, lo is referring to a specific aspect of the policy that they don't understand. Can you see how versatile lo is? It's like a chameleon, always adjusting to different situations, making your Spanish sound more natural and fluent. Okay, let's end with one more example, but it's a little bit complex. Lo que me dijiste ayer sobre lo que pasó en la reunión me ayudó a entender lo de la nueva estrategia. What you told me yesterday about what happened in the meeting helped me understand the thing about the new strategy. Okay, that was a lot of los, but do you see how each one was referring to a specific piece of information or concept? That's how seamlessly native speakers use lo to connect different ideas together in conversations. Okay, amigos, now it's your turn. I want you to create your own sentences using lo. Try using it in different contexts, referring to unknown things, concepts, or to highlight something important. Drop your sentences in the comments below and I'll check them out to see how you're doing. Remember, the key to mastering lo is practice, practice, practice. If you need to, go back and rewatch parts of this video until you really feel like you've mastered it. The more you use lo, the more natural and fluent your Spanish will become. Let's do a quick recap of what we've learned today. Lo can mean what, the thing that which, and which. It refers to something previously mentioned or understood in the context. We use it to refer back to unknown things, concepts, and ideas, or to emphasize particular points. Lo helps connect your ideas and makes your Spanish sound more natural. Now, if you really want to improve your Spanish and cement your mastery of the concept lo, I encourage you to download the Unacademy Languages app. It's like having a Spanish tutor in your pocket. With its interactive lessons, native speaker audio, and personalized learning paths, you'll be using lo like a pro in no time. Click the link in the description below to start your free trial. And there you have it, amigos, the secret to learning the small and mighty lo in Spanish. Remember, learning a language is a journey, and every small concept that you master is a step forward. Before we go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the little bell notification so that you never miss an episode of Everyday Spanish with Stephanie. And remember, as we say in Spanish, la práctica hace al maestro. Practice makes perfect. Keep practicing, keep using lo, and soon you'll be connecting ideas like a native Spanish speaker. Thanks for watching, amigos. If you're serious about improving your language skills, I have a great resource for you to try. Check out the Unacademy Languages app. It offers a wide range of lessons from beginner to advanced with native speaker audio and interactive lessons. To learn more, click on the link in the description below. It's a great complement to the tips and the strategies that we discuss in this channel. Keep learning, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video. Hasta luego!